welcome to Humbly May. So first, I would like to say thank you for watching. If you would please like, share, subscribe, I would greatly appreciate it. Secondly, I would like to say I apologize deeply from the bottom of my heart for taking so long with this third video. Life got in the way and it just took me a little bit while longer to get it to you, but as I promised, I got it to you by the end of this week. So thank you so much for your continuous support and for watching this, for being present. So the topic of today's episode is relevant to relationship and just dating. So if you find that this video is helpful to you, then I am so glad. But if not, but you know someone that's going through something and this might be helpful to them, then please pass this video along. So first, I would like to say that love is patient, kind, and happiness. In happiness, it brings you happiness. Love doesn't hurt, love doesn't make you anxious, love doesn't make you hurt. So if you're experiencing those emotions instead of the happiness and the kindness and the joy, I would ask of you to reevaluate your situation and ask yourself if this is a situation, a circumstance that you want to take part in. If it's not, then that's fine. If it is, then God bless, and I wish you the best of luck. So let's continue with this. So the first thing I would like to say, I feel like before you get into a relationship, it is imperative that you date. I feel that the dating stage is something that is necessary and it is imperative that you do before you get into a relationship. Why do I say that? You need to know who you're getting into a relationship with, and that's why you date. This is where you get to know who the person is, what kind of person he is. Is he funny? Is he aggressive? Is he crazy? Is he family oriented? Is he goal oriented? Does he want a future? If he does that future match yours? Are you willing to collaborate with this person? Do you feel like he's a potential person where you can grow in a positive light with? Are you willing to invest energy into this person? It's a lot. It takes a lot of it's a process. Dating is a process, but it's a necessary process before a relationship. Because if you do the dating stage, the dating phase, it will make your relationship so much better. I feel like a lot of them are millennials. They don't do this. I am a millennial. But a lot of people actually say that I have a little bit more of a maturity on my side. I guess that's because I have a lot of older siblings, but that's a story for another day. But I feel like it is imperative because you need to know who you're getting into bed with. You need to know who you're planning on sharing your life with. So that's why I feel that dating is so important. Another thing that I feel that it is crucial for you to have before you get into a relationship is trust. You need to trust who you're with. You need to trust who you're having conversations with, who you're sharing memories with before you get into a relationship. If you don't trust the person you're with now, when you give him or her the official title, what's going to change? You're not going to officially just change. You're going to say, oh, now he's my boyfriend, I'm going to trust him. No, it doesn't work like that. Trust is something that is earned. It's not something that is given. So if you don't trust that individual, I would ask you to reevaluate and ask yourself some questions. Why are you with this person? Is this relationship, situationship worth it? If it's not, then you need to make a decision. Sometimes a lot of people, they don't trust their partners or their potential partners, not because of their the partner's doing, but it's because they come from a relationship, like a past relationship of negativity, of pain, of hurt, of deception. And if you're one of those individuals, I would beg you to consider being single. I would really ask you to be by yourself because one, you need to heal. You need to handle. You need to address the sadness and the hurt that you've experienced in the past. Because if not, you're going to punish your future partner for the mistakes and the mishaps that happened to you in your past relationship. And that's not fair to anyone. Not only will he or she be miserable, you're going to be miserable yourself because your mind will continue to race back to your old relationship, which is not going to be really productive. So if you don't trust yourself nor your partner, then you need to be by yourself and you need to heal and you need to be more secure with your own self. So this is something that you have to do before you move on to that relationship step. So let's say, okay, so you've done through all that, you dated, you trust this person, and so you move forward into a relationship. You have to keep in mind that in a relationship, you have to communicate. You have to communicate with your partners. When there's a lack of communication in a relationship, there are so many other issues. And when I mean a lack of communication, I don't mean simply not telling your partners how you feel or them not telling they feel. It's just listening attentively. Sometimes you can speak to your partner, but they hear what you say, but they don't really listen attentively. So what I would recommend in that aspect is for you to I guess you can say, take 1 hour of your day and designate it to be that communication hour where you and your partner have those communication. And it doesn't have to be always about addressing an issue within your relationship. It can simply be, hey, how was your day? Be about, hey, how was your day? Is everything good? Do you want to tell me anything? My day was fine. I didn't like this about my day. I love this about my day. How's everything? How's your family? Just so you can make sure you keep those line of communication open. Because if those line of communication is not open in your relationship, then there's a great potential for your relationship to deteriorate for the worse. So, and when I mean for the worse, I mean rapidly. So you don't want that to happen. So always make sure that you have those line of communication open. And so another thing that you need in your relationship is that respect. When I mean respect, not only for yourself and your yourself and your partner, but also for your relationship. As in, like, don't put yourself in a position where people can start making assumptions and share those assumptions with your partners, and that would cause trouble in your relationship. Because for instance, if someone shared an assumption saying, hey, I saw this person with this person, and it wasn't you, and I found them in a predicament that didn't really look good. So now your partner is gonna make an assumption that you're doing something wrong, and when they share that assumption, or I guess that thought with you, you're going to get upset, and things are just gonna snowball into something that it's not even necessary. So always put yourself in a position that you will never get disrespected, not only by your partner, by anyone else, by any other outside factor. So respect yourself, respect your partner, and just respect your relationship. So I think those are something that it is imperative for you to do, for you to have respect. And so yes, I said dating, relationship. So sometimes relationship does come to an end, and sometimes a lot of people, they stay in relationship because they don't want it to come to an end. They don't want to face the change. They don't want to accept it. Sometimes it's okay for it to come to an end. It doesn't always mean that it's going to come to a bad end. Sometimes people realize that they grow apart. And I feel like if you are realizing that you're growing apart, it is your responsibility to speak up. Because I feel like if you let your relationship keep going for longer than it has to, then you're in the wrong. Because I guarantee you're not the only person feeling it. They're probably feeling it as well. And as adults, or as young adults, it is your duty to be mature enough to say, hey, I don't really like where this is going, and I just don't feel like this is us anymore, and I don't feel like this situation is for us anymore. And if you do feel that way, and you communicate with them, I guarantee you that they will appreciate it more. So a lot of people, when they lose interest, before a person breaks up with another individual, they probably have lost interest for a good while. Now, some people, they lose interest and they just try to gain it back, and it just doesn't happen. Or some people, they lose interest and they come astray, and that's where there's like opportunities, and people, like, they cheat, or they just even if it's not physically cheating, but they emotionally cheating, is because they lose interest. The moment you lose interest, I feel like it is your duty, it is your job to tell your partner that you are losing interest. Because not only are you not, like, when you communicate with them about losing interest, that gives them an opportunity for them to either try harder for you to gain that interest back, or for them to make a decision about themselves. Because when you're in a relationship and you want to end that relationship, you can't really just think about yourself. You have to think about your partner as well, because it also affects them. So when a relationship comes to an end, it doesn't come and end the day that you officially decided to end it. It's a process. Breaking up with someone, it is a process. And I feel that the moment you feel like you're losing interest, or the moment you feel like you can't continue this journey, this relationship, this circumstance, it is your job to communicate with the person that you're with. So hopefully what I said to you can shed a little light on any situation that you're experiencing, maybe confirming anything, any idea, any feeling that you've had. Thank you so much for watching this video. I promise to be more consistent with my videos. So just a recap of this video: date, it is imperative. Trust whoever you're with. If you don't trust them or you don't trust yourself, then you need to heal, take a step back and heal and reevaluate who you're with. When you're in a relationship, always keep all lines of communication open. Communicate about everything and anything. Unless you, I don't think keeping secrets is good. I don't say you have to tell your partner every single thing that happens throughout your day, but always keep those lines of communication. An hour of communication is essential. Always respect your partner. Always respect your partner in your relationship. If you feel like it is the end, it is your duty to communicate as soon as you feel that you are losing interest, because you need to give your partner that heads up and that chance. So thank you for watching. Bye guys.